It's alive! We all remember the famous line, the moment the stitched body rises and Frankenstein opens his eyes. But did you know that the creator of this terrifying monster was an 18-year-old girl? Her name was Mary Shelley. The world called her the mother of monsters. But in truth, she was a woman who lived her entire life in the shadow of death. This story is not about horror. It is the quiet prayer of a young girl who wanted to breathe warmth into a cold, lifeless world. Mary's life began with loss. 10 days after she was born, her mother died from complications of childbirth. Her playground was not a park, but her mother's grave. She learned to read by tracing her own name on the tombstone with her small fingers. But death did not stop there. As a teenager, she lost her sister, then a close friend. Loss circled her life again and again, and even the man she loved most, the poet Percy Shelley, could not protect her from the world's cruelty. They fled together in a desperate search for love. But the world was not kind to them. Their first daughter was born too early and died only days later. That night, Mary wrote in her journal, "I dreamed my baby was brought back to life after being warmed by the fire. It was not a dream. It was a mother's impossible wish, a wound so deep that it carved a hollow space inside her." We often say, pain breaks us, but some people create new life through the cracks where they break. Summer, 1816, Geneva, Switzerland, the sky swallowed by endless storms. The year without a summer. Lord Byron, bored and restless, suggested, "Let each of us write a ghost story." The men laughed and invented thrilling tales, but Mary could not write a single line. Her nightmares were not fiction. They were the life she lived. And then, one sleepless night, a single image rose out of the darkness, a scientist trying to defy death, and the lonely being he brings back to life. It was no longer a nightmare. It was the beginning. She realized the vision came from her deepest wounds, the longing to revive her lost child, and the loneliness of being thrown into the world without a mother. Victor Frankenstein tries to conquer death and fails. The creature he creates is grotesque, and even his creator cannot love him. "I am alone in the world. I am unloved." The monster's cry was Mary's own voice, the voice of a girl the world never cared to hold. So she wrote him not as a monster, but as a wounded soul. When no one understood her, she created a world where at least her pain could be seen. And so Frankenstein was born, not as a horror story, but as a story shaped by grief, love, and the longing to be seen. People often asked her, "Why write something so dark?" Mary answered, "I dreamed of creating life from nothing. Perhaps I was searching for a way to revive what I had lost." For her, pain was not an ending. It was a door, a threshold to creation. She stitched her wounds into a story and offered it to the world, a quiet act of courage. Some people, like Mary, burn their pain and let it fuel their light. But even if you do not create a masterpiece, even if you simply endure, your life is no less extraordinary. Loss visits everyone. Some nights feel unbearable. Some grief shakes our knees until we cannot stand. And yet, we tremble, we break, we breathe, and we endure. just as you have endured today, surviving the storm, not breaking. That alone is a masterpiece of your own making. To you, who lived through another hard day without falling apart, I honor you, truly.